Fah ya. Ibnu Rabdan, Dinda. Oke, Din. Rohima sudah kan? PPT-nya mana? Sudah dikirim belum? Loh, kok berubah jadi warna putih ya? Sebentar. Oke. Pencet. Oke. Din.
Ya, Mem. Bentar, Mem.
PPT-nya, Din. Share.
Ya, Mem.
Din, tolong dong profilnya ditulisnya MK Bahasa Inggris Jumat, Din.
Oh, itu admin, Mem. Nanti ya, Mem. Diganti.
Siapa adminnya, Din?
Asna, Mem. Wakil ketua.
Oh iya, soalnya saya bingung nih, Din. Ya. Nanti kan
Ya, Mem.
saya
Ya, Mem.
mau ngoreksi untuk UAS. Nanti saya bingung, jadi ditulis harinya. Ya, Inggris nggak usah MK. MK-nya dihapus. Inggris ya, Inggris Jumat. Nah, ya PAIA gitu aja. Inggris Jumat PAIA. Garis miring 3 semester 3. Gitu. Mana adminnya siapa? Halo, adminnya sudah hadir? Wahyu. Terus siapa nih? Wahyu hadir belum?
Present, Mem.
Ayo, kamu kan admin, coba dirubah profilnya, jangan MK lagi. Langsung tulis Inggris Jumat. Inggris Jumat, tulis Inggris Jumat PAIA garis miring 3. Jadi MK-nya dihapus, B-nya dihapus, Inggris aja, langsung Inggris Jumat coba. Saya bingung nih nanti. Iya, soalnya saya 10 kelas apa 12 kelas, nak, termasuk ya. Oke. Siap. Coba belum dirubah nih. Ada Wahyu, berubah dulu deh. Inggris Jumat. Dikasih harinya Jumat. Jadi bingung. Soalnya Mem itu Senin ada ngajar, Selasa ada ngajar ya, Rabu ya, terus Kamis, Jumat, Sabtu full. Jadi bingung ini. Sehari aja ada 2 kelas, 3 kelas, 4 kelas. Jumat, nah berarti ini PAIA gitu loh. Jadi Inggris Jumat PAIA, ada PAIB, ada PAIC. Nah bingung deh sini. Sudah ganti belum, Wahyu? Bisa nggak kamu, Wahyu?
Udah, Mem.
Nah, mana? Udah. Belum. Inggris Jumat PAI, coba.
Inggris Jumat PAI, Bu.
Ya iya, Inggris Jumat PAIA, garis miring 3. Yang dihapus Inggrisnya tadi, maksudnya MKB-nya aja. Dikasih Jumat, gitu. Inggris Jumat. Nah, coba. Ulangi. Hari ini presentasinya 1 kelompok apa 2 kelompok? Nah, gitu. Pintar sekali. Hah?
1 kelompok yang presentasi.
Oke, soal PAIB tadi langsung 2 kelompok, katanya mau ada LDKM Jumat depannya. Ya, jadi penutupan terakhir tadi. Kalau ini PAIA berarti Jumat depan masih ada 1 pertemuan lagi ya. Atau 2 atau 3. Ayo, ini baru meeting ke-11.
3 kelompok lagi.
Kamu bagaimana sih? Astagfirullahaladzim. Masih banyak banget sih.
Udah minggu depan 2 kelompok aja. Ya, Mem.
Ya terserah.
Tapi kalau
mau 1 kelompok terus ya jawabannya memang. Tadi yang tadi pagi tuh PAIC. Nah, Itu dia dua kelompok 13 and 14 sudah selesai. Ya, kalau ini masih 11 terlambat, Sarah. Oke. Silakan.
Ya, dimulai ya, Mem. Ya, baik.
Ya.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
The Honorable Lecturer Miss Rohim Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, because of His blessing, we are able to come here to join in this English meeting. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the presentation today is about idioms. Before we start, let's introduce ourselves. My name is Dinda Rahmawati as moderator, and my partner are Mawadah, Jaya Sukmana, dan Indra Setiawan. Let's begin presentation by saying Bismillah.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
And the next
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
And the next material will be present by Dinda. Definition of English idiom. English idioms are expressions that have unclear meaning for each word. According to Cambridge English Idiom in Use. In addition, idioms in English are also defined as a group of words in a fixed order that have a certain meaning that is different from every English vocabulary in general. So, in general, idiom in English can be translated as phrases, expression, or a group of words that are stated with listening by someone to another when communicating orally or in writing. An English idiom can be found in various skills. English such as listening, reading, writing, and speaking. Next slide. In English, there are many types of idioms that are often used in various conditions. An example that can explain how idioms are used is like last straw, which when interpreted literally means last straw, which is far different from the actual meaning, which indicate a series of unpleasant things that often occur, up to the last point, making a person finally lose his temper. Idioms usually cannot be explained briefly and are often used in specific unique conditions. Next slide. The benefit and use of idiomatic expression in English. The use of idiomatic expression has long played an important role in English. In fact, the use of idioms is so widespread that an understanding of this expression is very important for achieving successful communication, both in listening, speaking, reading, and writing. Of course, the idioms chosen for learning must have practical value and be in accordance with the ability of the learners to understand them so as to help them achieve fluency, add elegance and accuracy in speaking English. These things are the benefit of using English idioms for those who use English as a foreign language. For example, you can listen to some of the following popular idioms. Back to the drawing board, of course, means not going back to the drawing, but starting again from the beginning after failing to try. In English, this means when an attempt fails and it's time to start all over. Next slide will be read by Mawad.
There are also some familiar and often heard idioms that are easy to understand. Among these are the following idioms. Whole 9 yards means to wipe everything out. In English, this idiom usually means everything or all of it. Can judge a book by its cover. It's a common idiom even in Indonesian. The meaning is not being able to judge someone just by their appearance or can judge something primarily an appearance. Apart from idioms in the form of sentences as above, there are also idioms in the form of only one word. This is more tricky to understand if you encounter it while taking the TOEFL test. An example is lemon, which does not mean a fruit like the original, but a car that is not working properly. The term color can also refer to as an idiom that denotes an adjective. For example, blue, which means melancholy, or green, which means unexpected. Material description. There are many kinds of idiomatic expressions in English. In TOEFL exams, especially, many of the idiomatic expressions are 2 or 3 word verbs, such as call off and look out for. Look at the following sample item. You will hear F1, I wonder where my keys. M1, he'll show up as soon as the work is done, I bet. M2, what does the man say about Mike? You will read. You will read. A, he probably won't arrive until the work is finished. B, he went to a show instead of going to work. C, he can show them how to do the work. D, he'll probably work late today. The correct answer is A. The idiom show up means arrive. Choices B and C contain the word show, but it is not used in the idiomatic sense. Next slide. Idiom functions in the TOEFL test. If you understand and deepen your understanding of idioms, you can increase your TOEFL scores in speaking and writing questions. Of course, the use of idioms cannot be arbitrary. It has to be at the right time, in a coherent sentence structure, and in a natural and proper way as possible. It's also not good to use idioms too often in one sentence. If you do that, what happens is that it is difficult to understand what the sentences usually mean in the speaking test. Remember using
Enggak, gue kasih tahu infonya lu. Dan Intan Huria cantik. Pacarnya Byun Baekhyun.
sentences spoken. Next, lebih read Jaya kemana?
But it must be admitted the existence of idioms makes use more challenge and interested in English. The characteristic of idioms used in appropriate and appropriate sentence are if you smell and respond when you hear them. That means you already know an unexpected term. This is what you need to take advantage of while working on the TOEFL test. The following is a summary of tips that you can use. One, yourself with 5 or 10 idioms that you like when undergoing a speaking session on the TOEFL test. Be prepared to use one of these idioms at the right time to respond the questionnaire. Remember, always use idioms as natural as possible and don't seem forced. Idioms are very suitable for us in conversation. Its nature is for that. Maximus using idioms in speaking session, not others is yes, you can use when but not as freely in speaking. Before you are ready to arm yourself in invest. Bear, it does mean that is a big furry animal, namely a bear. The word bear in this case can mean to bring, that is keep in mind. That is the meaning of the bear in mind. Take something in account. The verb take has many meaning in specifically in this meaning it does not literally mean take, but rather means taking us into account when making decisions.
Three at the of a hat. The drop of a hat is caused by a trivial conflict. They shouldn't have been brought to this conversation. That happened in an instant. 4, beat around the bush. There's no point in beating around the bush. You can just tell me what you've been hiding. This idiom is usually used to indicate someone who often talks about other things to divert the main topic that they really want to discuss. 5, and bun. Eat anything lately? focus recognizing synonyms for idiomatic expression. Direction. Listen to the spoken statement. Each contains an idiomatic or figurative expression which is written out. The answer is B. He's ready to leave immediately. Finish, ma'am.
Okay, good job. Presentation group 11. And then, okay. Mem panggil. Dinda mana orangnya? Din.
Saya, ma'am. Miro. Present, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. And Mawadah mana orangnya?
Hadirah, ma'am.
Mana? Mana Mawadah? Okay. Definition of English idiom. Apa yang dimaksud dengan idiom? What's the meaning idiom? Ayo. Apa itu idiom? Idiom apa? Apa pengertian idiom? Idiomatik. Coba gimana? Membuat idiomatik yang masuk akal. Yang sering diungkapkan. Itu kan ungkapan-ungkapan. Apa kira-kira? Coba contohnya. Nah, di situ kan sudah jelas tuh ya. Coba kamu di slide Anda coba saya lihat nih di slide-nya ya. There's a bit around the bus, skin and bones. Nah, ini ada elephant in the room. It's raining cats and dog. Ada gajah in the room. Di ruangan itu ruang gajah. Terus ada it's raining cat, sorry. It's raining cat and dog. Kucing dan anjing. Nah, this is at the drop of the dead. It's around the brush. Skin and bones. Nah, bones kan tulang. Skin kan kulit. Kenapa Anda ungkapan-ungkapan itu dikeluarkan? Ayo, Anda jelaskan. Anda yang menulis, Anda juga yang harus bisa jelaskan. This is the benefit and use of idiomatics expression in English. Idiomatic expression, the long played idiom, yeah, important for achieving successfully, but is listening, speaking. And then, for example, ayo, Anda jelaskan. Saya tidak paham. Kalau Anda cuma hanya membaca, tapi audiens tidak paham bagaimana? Silakan, jelaskan.
Idiomnya, ma'am.
Tidak. Contohnya, harus membuat contoh.
Itu, ma'am, ada
Mawadah,
number one,
Dinda.
elephant in the room. That problem that remains unspoken has become the elephant in the room at this meeting. Meaning, idiom indicates something that everyone in the room knows, but no one talks about it.
Terus kenapa?
Itu kayak kiasan gitu nggak sih, Mim?
Nah,
Kata kiasan.
kiasannya coba Anda di mana letak kiasan? Idiomnya ada di mana? Kalimat mana?
Elephant in the room.
Elephant in the room.
Iya.
Masa sih?
Kalau di contohnya itu begitu, Mem, kalau di PPT.
Masa sih? Elephant in the room. Ayo, yang lain dong. Gak masuk akal nih. Nah, coba kita lihat di PPT. Anda nggak bisa menjelaskan ya? Nih, coba kamu lihat di penjelasan, masa elephant in the room itu masuk idiom sih, bagaimana sih? Ya, nah di situ dijelaskan ya. Listening short conversation, ya. Jadi Anda membuat mendengarkan kalimat yang sangat pendek dalam pembicaraan conversation idiom, gitu loh. Short conversation idiom, saya jelaskan di sini. Pendek dalam pembicaraan menggunakan idiom, bukan elephant in the room. Apa itu maksudnya? Si gajah itu di ruangan gitu kan. Di sini kalian harus rapi membuat PPT-nya ya. What are we going to cover in this material? Understand the meaning of the idiom. Itu number 1. Catat. Bila perlu direkam. Understand the meaning of the idiom. Number 1. Second, explain the meaning of the idiom. Menjelaskan apa itu idiom. And 3, use the idiom in daily conversation. Gitu. And 4, jelaskan. What is the meaning of the idiom? Gitu. Jadi harus digambarkan dulu. What are you going to cover in the materialnya? Idiom writing, bagaimana menggunakan idiom dalam penulisan misalkan. Nah, kalau dalam penulisan berarti add humor, engage the reader, ya, engage the reader, ya, evoke the specific region, ya, share in point of view. Nah, itu dalam penulisan, ya. Simple a draw at insult, injury, ya, cut corners, don't corner your chickens. Nah, every coach has silver lining, ya, go down in frames. Nah, itu ya, Din. Kamu salah, banyak yang salah, banyak yang kurang ini. Nah, bagaimana idiom in so your writing? Tipsnya adalah di sini kita tips avoid create idiom like of 4 characters. Dilihat karakternya. Can you talk now? Nah, itu. Dapat kamu bicara gitu. Nah, itu idiomatic. Ya. Can you talk now? Nah, berarti di sini I am about to. I am about to. About to-nya itu adalah idiom. Can you talk now? Bumping into. Ya, bring up. Nah, itu idiomatic. Bukan elephant in the room, cuma elephant in the room doang. Ya, bringing about, bring the idiom in daily conversation. And then number 4, what is the meaning of the idiom? Ya, di idiom, nah di sini adalah 4 yang kamu harus jelaskan. Ya, bukan begitu.
Itu mem.
Kamu, ya.
Itu
Kenapa?
udah ada itunya apa namanya definitionnya?
Iya, maksudnya
Tambahin lagi
definitionnya
nanti.
sudah ada. Cuma ada, what are you going to cover the materialnya? Ada
Material description-nya,
bagan
Mem.
itu mana? Iya, bagannya mana?
Udah ada Mem itu material description-nya.
Coba. Penjelasannya mana? Nggak ada kamu. Coba lihat. Tapi
Yang
kamu
material
nggak bisa
description
breakdown and misalkan contoh